Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to share a video and I'm going to play around with this kit a little bit. I have shared a video already where I put together some of the elements that are in the kit, like this little flower and the bookmark. And yeah, so today I'm just going to do a little playing. I'm not sure about journaling. Journaling for me is interesting because I don't have something to say every day. you know what I mean? So today I don't really know that I have anything to say in here. I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm going to use this personally for myself, but I do want to play around with some of the elements and maybe do a little paper collaging or whatever, just playing around. So I'm thinking about this doily and I'm really drawn to using it on this music paper. I don't know. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this video other than I'm going to play around. I think you could do a lot of things with this. So the point of this video is to share ideas on how you can use the kit. I know that we are all on different levels of crafting and we all have things in our stash or we don't. I actually received a few messages saying, if I get the kit, are you going to show me what to do? So we're all on different levels and that's okay. So I'm sharing multiple ideas and thoughts that come to my head for those that I know purchased this kit but are brand spanking new to crafting and they trusted me enough to order the kit that I would give them ideas. So that's really the purpose. I'm anxious to play around. It is a nasty rainy day outside, you guys. It's spring break and I think it's like in the 30s here. I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Ugh! Why did I not leave town? Anyway, something you could do with this doily. I am not sure about this music paper and what I'm going to do with it. Something you could do if you wanted to write on it. A lot of people talk about gesso and you could paint some of that on here. It makes a nice writing surface. If you don't have gesso and you don't want to go out and buy gesso, I have seen people use a white acrylic paint. So you could just paint something on there nice and thin so you could still see the music notes through it, but do some writing. I'm not going to do that today. Maybe I'll film another video where I use different elements in my craft room to do some playing around. But today I'm going to share things from the kit, and that's pretty much it. You could make this a writing surface. You could even come in here and do some journaling in between the music lines if you wanted to. I think I want to add the doily here and make a pocket or a tuck spot. At first I thought about stapling it or gluing it and then just trimming the edges, but I think what I'm going to do is fold it over and make a tuck spot. So I'm going to fold my doily here. Is there just one doily here? Yes, it's just thick. Sometimes those things stick together. And I think I'm going to staple it. I could staple it in the middle, but I'm just drawn to stapling it right here. I like the way that it adds a little extra. If this isn't, yeah. I like it right there. So I'm just going to use my stapler. Most of us have staplers. And I'm just going to add a couple staples. And then that makes a nice little tuck spot on both sides. So I like that. Do something fun with that. And then if you wanted to, you could always take your ink and ink the edges of any of these pages. Let's see, I'm drawn to this music paper, so I think I'm going to play around here a little bit. Now, the kit did come with some music paper, and if I wanted to, I could cut it to size or not. I could, what I like doing, especially with junk journaling, okay, now this isn't really a junk journal. It doesn't have, it's not full of used envelopes and all that, but we call it a junk journal because it's based off the idea. So I like to do a lot of tearing and ripping, and I could rip this and make another little tuck spot over here. But I don't know that I want to add any more of the music sheet in this spread here. I also have a dictionary page with some interesting J words. I don't know what some of you got in your kit. Actually, I did see a few of them and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Some of the words that are on the top. Just funny when you're putting stuff together. But this was a huge dictionary, so it has a lot of words that, I don't know, it has more words than a school dictionary, I guess. Anyway, I'm not sure how I feel about them, but I was lucky enough to have this little plant and flower here. So I think, let me see. I think I'm going to just tear this out. And I like some of those words on there too. Now, if you didn't get a picture, I mean, you can use anything you have laying around, a magazine. I think I'm going to ink the edges of this a little bit. I like the way it helps it stand out off the paper, kind of ages it a little bit. And I think I'm just going to glue that there. You guys know I talk about this glue all the time. What I like about it, especially in paper crafting now, is the way, because it's alcohol based and not water based, like a normal craft glue, it doesn't react with the paper in a way that leaves ripply effect like you would notice if you use glue a lot, regular glue. It tends to ripple on the other side of the paper, and that's something we live with, but I have found I don't need to live with it if I use this Fabri-Tac glue. It does not have that ripple. So I really like that about this glue, and it's really the glue I use 99% of the time anymore for everything. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. And see? Completely smooth on the back, other than the crinkly that was already there. I like that. That makes a nice spot for writing. This page is still pretty plain. I think maybe, since I have some of this dictionary down here, I'm just going to go for it, rip my page, and make a little just tear it in the shape that I like, and maybe I'll just glue that down there. Make sure I don't have any words on here I just really don't like. Jail, oh my gosh. I may have to write over the word jail, that jailbird, that's funny. Anyway, I'm really kind of picky about words. I know some people aren't. They'll use whatever book pages, but then it's like, what if it says something inappropriate? Or something like jail? Like, how is that going to fit around something I'm writing about? Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully I don't have to write about jail. So I might end up putting a sticker over that or something, you know? There's a lot of ways you can layer on top of that. There, I think that's pretty. And then when I go back to do any journaling, if I have any stickers or something I want to put on there, I like the way that just all looks together. This pink layer on top of the doily and the music. That's nice. Okay, what else? I really tried to add an array of color in here. I love the heart paper. I love making that. I love coloring that. Let's see. I'm really digging this torn dictionary page. I think I'm going to be cohesive with that idea throughout my journal. Maybe I will, maybe not. Let's see, we have our scrapbook paper here too. Now with the scrapbook paper, you guys who are brand new, you could cut this and make any kind of pocket and tuck that you want to. So you can cut this up and use it that way. You can glue it in, especially with a glue like this, where it's not going to show through on the other side. Or if you like that, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that either. You can use a regular glue, and that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This is just my personal preference. I'm addicted to that stuff. So I think I'm going to tear out these flowers. This is the piece I'm just really drawn to this piece. I like that lighter color too. All right, I'm going for it again. It always makes me a little nervous. The nice thing about this Prima paper is it has this white pour, so if you rip up, you can see some of that on your edge if you want. Or if you don't, you can just tear down instead of up. Okay. I'm going to tear the rest of this a little bit so it doesn't have that straight cut. I like that. And I think since my paper is stained, I'm not going to ink the edges this time because I like that stark white against that heart. My glue is almost out, and the one thing about this glue is once it runs low, it gets thick and annoying. But I have found that if you add alcohol, or not alcohol, acetone to it, it thins it back out again, so that's helpful. I've just keep using it anyway. Okay. Like that. And I think I will do something on the top corner here. Those roses. Maybe with these roses from my other sheets. And you know, if this is all brand new to you, don't be scared. Just have fun. That's kind of why I decided to just film like this today, because a lot of times when we edit our videos, we take out all the mistakes. We're trying to save time anyway, so you don't see the mistakes, and people might think that I don't mess up, and oh my goodness, that would be a mistake to think that. Okay, I do mess up, but everything is fixable. Plus, it's for the fun of it. We're just doing this to have fun. And if you're anything like me, days are stressful enough. Don't make the crafting stressful too. It's a release. Okay, I like that. You can see it on both sides here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this dictionary page yet. I could glue a picture on it if I decide to do something for, like, if I print out pictures from April, I could just glue photos on that. I really like doing that. or I could just decorate it with a Project Life card, or I could paint on it. I'm just going to leave it like it is for now, but I love the way these flowers are on here, and then that's good writing space. I also have this book page. I could decide what I'm going to do with that. Let's do something fun here. You could, if you don't want to keep your lace for a closure, you could glue that down. That would be pretty. I think I'm going to save mine now, at least right now. And there's some green. And there's this interesting little flip out. You could do some interesting things with this too. You could use it open. You can add some glue to the top and the bottom and make a little pocket. Or you can glue it all shut and add something that's secret that you don't want people to see if they're flipping through the book. I think I'll play around in this spot. And for now, I'm just going to use this paper clip to hold that over. And this video is already at 20 minutes. Of course it is. Ooh, I like that. Because of the pink over here, I like these pink flowers. Let's see, I'm going to use the fence, I think. Pull up for the white. Hate to tear that little cute little rose there in the corner. Maybe just a little. A little bit more. Oops, that was more than a little bit more. I like that, but I think I'm going to ink it this time just because it's on a brown background. Kind of blend in. I went years without this little guy too. One of the things I love to use for inking edges are actually makeup sponges. So if you have any of those laying around, those are awesome. Okay, I'm just going to glue that on there. There. And then, you know, this would be pretty with some words or some washi tape or lace scraps, fabric scraps. I'm liking this flower. Did I use all my flowers? Probably. I have this typewriter and this lady here. This map. Ooh, I have a few more flowers. I don't know. I wanted to add something down here. I guess it doesn't have to be flowers. It's not a typewriter. That's a cash register. I think I'll use that. It's just white in the background. I hate to tear up this lady though. She's pretty. I like that. I think I'm going to edge it again. quiet today. I don't have a lot to say, I guess. Concentrating. Do you guys do that when you're like concentrating? You just get really quiet. That's what I do. Okay, I like that, but it feels like something should be here then. Maybe I'll add a journaling card there later. Since this video is only using elements from the kit, maybe I'll do a video where I use some things around the craft room. Another bag. I think how I want to use that. It's my words I have on here. Bird-witted. Passing rapidly from one subject to another. Not having the faculty of attention. Bird-witted. It's not really a word we use today, is it? Kind of funny though. Okay. Maybe these blue pages are calling my name. Maybe I like this section here. I'm liking just adding this paper for elements. Definitely there's lots of other things you could do with it. You could make your own tuck spots, glue them in. It's probably easiest since the book's already put together. Sewing them in would be a challenge. Maybe you could do it. I've never tried really, but you could make your own journaling cards with it. You could tape it in and make an extra page with washi tape. You know, if you cut it, you could tape it in and make another page. Let's see. I think I'm going to put her up here. Maybe with May's kit, I will make some pockets and tucks. I don't seem to save a lot of things very often that I want to hang on to. I do have a few things right now from that conference I went to, so it's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll pull this over here. I like that. It uses up the rest of this paper. I don't really like covering that hole, though I like that hole. Maybe I'll put it there. Typical Lynette move right there. I'm going to have some glue goop on my page. Wipe it up a little. No. All right. It's kind of interesting. It adds some of that lighter color into that blue then. I like that. Ooh, where's my secret garden page? I forgot about that one. Could use that with this green, because of this green here. Use this rose here. Maybe I'll do that. I hate to tear this up, but it's just fun. Okay. Oops. I made sure to save my the secret garden and use that somewhere else. Maybe I will leave this poking off the page a little bit. Let's tear this a little bit more. Or, it's going to be interesting, you could do it sideways. I think I'm going to put mine like this. Let me make sure I don't want it over here first. Yeah. You could also just put it right in the center. Use paint again or ink. I think I'm going to ink the edges. You guys know I do love that. Come up all the way. I'm gonna be like, I don't want to wreck it if I'm putting it away. I like the way it looks, but I'll keep it on the paper so I don't mess it up. Sitting on a shelf. Maybe I will make a little pocket out of this. I'm going to make it torn so it just kind of matches the rest of my book. Or I can make another tuck spot on the side by stapling it again. But that turned into a tiny pocket. Maybe I want to use something else for a pocket. Or I could make a belly band out of it and slip something into it. Let me see. A piece of paper or a card would fit in there. Decisions. I think I'll just make it into a pocket. All right, so I like that bigger side at the top, so I'm just going to add a little beaded glue here. You could staple it again if you like that look. The nice thing about this glue too is it dries so quickly. I love that. I don't know, maybe I want to use some more of my Secret Garden paper. I'll save this to use somewhere else. I think I like it right there. And just like I stamped on this book page, you could absolutely do some stamping here or add some stickers and rub-ons, whatever. magazine cutouts. That is what I love so much about this. Nothing is wrong. You can do anything you can come up with. I love that. All right. There. You could also like fold these over, make more pockets if you're somebody who likes a lot of pockets. And then, I don't know, I think for now, since, nope, that's not going to fit in there. For now, since I'm just putting the book together, I'm just going to put my Rolodex card in that pocket, save it for later. I might move it around somewhere when I'm playing around in the book. Let's see. Maybe I should do some things toward the back of the book so some of these papers make it in here. I do love this music paper. And what did I do here? I added the dictionary page. I think I'm going to do that again. I like that dictionary paper on here. You guys tell me if you see any words on here I ought to be concerned about putting in my book. Because I'm not paying that much attention. Okay. Dictionary isn't exactly to be trusted, you know. Like this. Jadish, tired, mean, or worn out. Applied to a horse. Applied to a woman. See, like that. Don't need anything being applied to me. Okay. So I'll just leave that blank for now. I've also found that I enjoy adding photos to things this size too. It's almost like the perfect photo mat for a 4x6 picture. Kind of fun. All right, I haven't used this music sheet yet. Where should I use that? Something else you could do is use, especially this, I just got mine wet. But you could make a little booklet out of it and add some paper to the inside. And then you could add it in a little pocket. That would be fun. I don't know that I'm going to do that. But that would be cool for any of this. You could make a little booklet if you added regular paper into the center and just stapled it or stitched it. Anyway, all right. I think I'm going to make a pocket with this. Try to tear it kind of straight. Ah, and I didn't. Typical. Okay, I wanted to leave that edge there. Take off a little more. But I will save this piece because it still has those pretty notes. You can glue that somewhere else. And I think this time I'm going to staple this. I'm going to edge it first. And I know I just said I was tearing off all the straight edges, but I do like the fact that this is the edge of the paper with the page number, so I'm going to leave it straight. All right. Make sure I'm not stapling, so maybe I'll start down here. Try to keep it straight. I'm going to poke those edges off a little. I'm getting braver. Poke those edges off the paper a little bit. Should have put colored staples in the stapler. I didn't notice they were just plain old silver in there. That's nice. See, and then you can tuck some things in there. That's not going to fit in there, but I like that. I still have my other piece of paper I can play with. Let's look into this stamp page. There's 2 of them, so I can do a different thing with each one. I thought about tearing it or cutting it. Cutting it's probably safer. And then it would be like a little pocket. Let's see if my stapler reaches. Yeah, kind of. I think I'll make a pocket out of this side. Some other scissors. And I'm just gonna cut up. This does make me a little nervous, but just go for it. There, I like that. And then I could add some washi to the edge there. I can just glue this. It's really thin, but like I said, this glue is awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna add some glue since my stapler isn't a very big one. And I guess I should probably go across the bottom so things actually stay in the book. I almost forgot. It's always handy to have a baby wipe around. If you're like me, glue can get a little out of control. There. I like that. That'll be fun to play with later. What could we do to the other one? Glue stuck all over my fingers. Okay. I think this one, I'm going to what? I hope I made like a secret journaling spot out of that. I could make it a pocket. Or this could slip in and out of, especially if I trim it down a little bit. I could write in it. You can always fold it the other direction if you want it to go the other direction instead. You could fold it 3 times instead. And feel free, make it your own. Okay, I think I'm going to trim down. And I am not a straight trimmer, but fortunately this index card has lines. I'm going to make it fit in this page. And then I can make this a secret pocket on the inside and maybe do something on the outside later. So I'm just going to glue across the top and the bottom. My glue will cooperate. And I went too far with my glue. I'll let that dry for a minute. And then I'll put that in there. Well, I have this stamp paper. I could add some more. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's a mandolin stamp on there. What's on this side? Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tear down this column. Maybe I'll make it a little thinner. Got a little more room for writing. There, I like that. I'm just gonna glue that down. Super thin paper, hard to hang on to. Okay, and then this should be dry, so I'm just slipping that index card in there. And most people, if they were flipping through this book, wouldn't even know that was there, because I'm going to work over the top of that page later probably. And maybe I should add some more of this paper over here. Okay, I like that. I think I want a little color in here. Let's see. I have almost used all of my scrapbook paper. I think I'll use some of this. It just feels very beige if I just glue that there. Maybe I'll just play around with the color later. I liked this mother and child stamp that was on there. Kind of cool. Of course there's a tractor with it, but that's okay. I like that one. All right. Well, I think that I'm going to end this video. Make a little tag to go in there. Because I'm close to an hour, yeah. Alright, well, I think that is enough for this video, as I see that we are pushing an hour. So, yeah, I think the next video, I'm going to just do some other things and add some things from just that I have laying around my craft room, maybe use some journaling cards or some washi tape, maybe some pieces of scrap fabric and lace. All right, I think that's it for this video, you guys, since I'm already pushing an hour. I had no idea. So much fun. I hope that you saw a few ideas that you might like to play around with and do in your kit as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Keep an eye out for another video where I add some elements that I have on hand and play around with what's left in the kit. And yeah, we'll just see what happens. Thanks guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.